So recently, was a part of it. I was part of a Black queer plus size photo shoot uplifting and supporting all of the intersections and beauty challenges facing my fellow bigger bodied Black queer woman friends in their art project called Self Expression Space. And one of the questions that I keep forgetting, honestly, for like myself, excuse me, for myself, and just like the things I've been putting myself into as I've decided to navigate and graduate from university is how would my inner child feel about who I am today, like how would my inner child feel to be responsible in everything that we feel like inappropriate human trans talk to. So I'll definitely be open that. But my younger self, like I've experienced trauma as a young age. I've experienced having to be without the vibes critically at a young age, or just had misconceptive notions of what mine was naturally disembodying, disconnected from. And so through yoga, through the therapies and science, my life has moved into this space of becoming a different human person and leaning more into healing and affirmation and speaking truth so it can manifest more. And my younger self, I would say she was going through it. She was going through questioning and wondering and things like that. But she would always have the time, I would say. And then sometimes the time would be like, is this fun for me? Is this fun for her? Um, but literally right now, she has my younger self to be on the floor rolling, happy, excited, joyous, because when I was younger, I always wanted to be a world traveler. I always wanted to really travel the world and just have much joy in my life. Like I could think back now to when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I don't know. When I grow up, I just know I can't be in the office. And that's funny because one of my childhood aspirations used to be a lawyer. And even so now, my grandma was like, "You should have been a lawyer. The way you be talking, the way you be reasoning." I'm like, "I know, I definitely could have, and I maybe it was a little good." But no, it's like, yeah. And so my younger self now, the way that I live my life, where I utilize yoga tools, yoga philosophy to like fortify my life and like my well being and my sense of self. I've been able to live here. I've been able to create the life that I want to live, and she would be like, "Girl, what? That's so crazy." Because when we were growing up, all the the preconceived notions by my family that I was gonna be just like them and things like that, that I had to be this and do what they had to say, blah, 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 blah. And to be like how I am now, like, no, I do what I say, I do what I want, with regard and respect, of course, to the world around me. But at the end of the day, it's about what I want, what I need that best supports me in my journey and my alignment. I've so since 2015, I've been to, I want to say seven countries, not continents, seven countries. And that's just been so fun. And I never thought of how I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it through yoga. Yoga has been my mode of transportation, my medium for healing for many things. And it's just so damn good. And so, like, my younger self would be like, hopping, crying, and so proud. But then she would also be like, "Let me ask some questions. Let me check in on you real quick. Let's see what's up." And I think my younger self would ask me, "Are you still writing? Are you still writing?" To the point, like, y'all, I was a writing as a kid. Like as a I used to write on my walls, like notes, thoughts, ideas, just writing on the wall, like literally writing on the wall. Thank goodness for magic erasers. No ad, but like they were doing that thing or just whatever. And my younger self would also ask me, how are you feeling in your body? Because I've always been a bigger body person. And so as a kid growing up with like hips and all the things, and like even, hold on, it's just like how it was kind of hard as a kid being a bigger kid because like I went to schools in very like white areas. Everyone was like very thin and things like that. However, I went to private schools, and so like we also were a tight knit community family in each grade essentially, because you kind of always moved with each we all moved together um, year by year. Like some people go to different schools, but for the most part, we were all the same people. And every time we had PE, they would cheer me on and support me. I was always athletic. I'm always sporty. I'm always like we did stick street hockey, kickball. Like I'm always on to play the games. But I was just a bigger body person, and so like now I would tell my younger self like we are in our own eyes the one of the an epitome of like movement, functional movement, well being, fitness. Someone called me fit. I was like, I guess you're not wrong. You're not wrong, you know. I can do some things. Um, and that I feel so deeply connected to my body. And as a kid, I didn't. And so that'd be a big point I would make out. I would like highlight. Another question by yourself would be, what back to the writing, like the writing part. Like I don't know. I mean, I know what stopped my like what the trauma and like the overthinking from the trauma things would have why affected my writing, but it's just like I'm so right now eager and like ready to write more and share, express more, and so that's why we're here in this video. But yeah, and one last question my younger self would ask me would be, how is the relationship with my family? That's a crazy question.